Good afternoon, my people. It's 12:07. Johnny's gonna get his cooker on again. It's Sunday. It's cook day for Johnny. So what we're gonna do today is what we call it frogmore stew. In my family, it's otherwise known as, or AKA, a Lowcountry boil. It's got corn in it. I put sweet potatoes in mine. It's got these nice little red potatoes. I put string beans in mine, obviously shrimp. These are nice sized deveined, peeled and deveined shrimp. Bunch of onions. This is andouille sausage. This is linguiça. This is kielbasa. That's usually what the only sausage people put in it. This is Portuguese chorizo, and this is southern smoked sausage. And what I'm going to do is I've got some Old Bay cocktail sauce for the shrimp. And basically what you do is you get a pot of water boiling, get it to a rolling boil, put this seasoning in, this Old Bay. I don't think you could put too much of it in. Some people dump the whole can. I don't do all of that, but I put a lot of this in. I also put a stick of butter. In the pan. I did buy fresh water. I don't want to use like tap water to cook this, and I don't want to stand in front of my water dispenser for 3 hours trying to get 2 gallons of water out of it. So let me get this thing started. And like I said, I try to get this thing boiling before I put anything in it. And this is a process, man. You put the stuff that's going to take the longest to cook, which in this case is going to be the onions. They're going to go in first. Once I get this thing boiling, I'll let them cook for a little while. Then I got to throw those potatoes are really small, so they're going to cook pretty fast. The sweet potatoes, everything cooks pretty fast. So once you get this process going, you got to keep moving. I'm going to cut up stuff in the meantime as I go to keep this thing going the way it's supposed to. So I'm going to turn this on high. I'm going to put my seasoning in here and get this thing at a rolling boil. This shit's just been around for forever, man. Old Bay. I put about a half a can in there, not too much. And I am going to put some butter in there. I'm going to put a stick of butter. And you need fat in this dish, man. You know, the sausage is going to put out some fat. Shrimp won't, you know, so you need to get some sausage in there for flavor. But this is going to be jamming. It's on high right now. I just need to throw, this is salted butter. I don't buy that unsalted shit. I don't eat enough butter to really be concerned about that. I mean, I hardly ever use butter because I hardly ever have food in my house, man. That's just the way I roll. I eat out. Terrible. I gotta be more concerned about that than anything. So I'm going to whisk this just a little bit. Just a little bit. First thing I need to do, which is not what I like to do, is cut these onions up because they're going to tear my eyes up. But they got to go in first, man. And I like to just quarter this because... And this corn... This stuff gets broken in half. This is really good corn. I picked it up yesterday. The prep on this is really easy, man. I mean, literally, you just throw shit in the pot, you know. You don't have to go nuts. So I just need to cut this sausage up and these onions, and that's really all the prep that's going to go into this dish. I'll get back to you and show you as I go. Hey guys, Johnny's got the goggles on. Man, cutting onions ain't fun. But there's my onions floating in this bath of beautiful stuff. There's butter in there. It's starting to heat up. I'm gonna put the cover on. I cut up all my sausage. The shrimp's ready to go in. This stuff's all been washed, and it's ready to go. So I just need to. I need to cut up these sweet potatoes. Hopefully, in a few minutes, I'll be able to clear my eyes of this onion shit. It's killing me. Sweet potatoes cook pretty quick and easy. This is a little more than most people put in this, man. I just like more veggies, to be honest with you, and they just taste amazing. This would be a serious money maker on a food truck. It's relatively cheap, man. So I'm all done chopping everything up. The next thing that's gonna go in is, I think I'm gonna throw this sausage in because I really need to get the flavor out of this stuff. And you can't overcook it. It's already cooked, man. Let me get this lid on, and we'll go from there, guys. Sausage is next. Alright, guys. It's 1 o'clock. You got to keep in mind that the rest of this stuff, you know, these onions are going to be in here for the rest of the cook. So I'm going to throw my sausage in because the flavor, I need this flavor in everything, man. And every time you add stuff, the temperature in the water goes down. So takes a while for it to come back up, you know. That's what I used to say to myself. No, we don't need to talk about that. The other thing, guys, you need to be prepared to get some of this broth out of here, man. Whoa, we'll probably get this whole thing steamed up. I got a ladle and a thing to get some of this broth out of here in case it gets too full, you know. So that's all the sausage. I'm gonna let this come up to a boil again. And it's gonna start smelling really good, guys. So next thing that's going in are the, I think I'm gonna put the sweet potato in now too, man. I think these little potatoes, they're gonna cook pretty fast. Next thing are the potatoes, then the corn, then the string beans, and then right after that the shrimp, and bam, it's done. But you can see I'm already, this broth is getting high, and I can tell you, man, this broth is killer. You can You can save it, put some rice noodles in it, make some pho out of it. It's just amazing broth, and you hate to just chuck it, you know. I mean, take a peek at it. Oh God, you guys, you don't know what you're missing, man. So I called my girlfriend up. She has an issue. She doesn't want to come over, so I guess I'm gonna eat this whole fucking pot myself. I told her I'd bring her some. Lots of silence on the phone, so Johnny gotta get back to work. Should have bought a little more shrimp, especially because I'm giving it away, you know. Damn. I can hear it boiling. Alright, we're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Let me put this lid back on. Get this thing back up to a rolling boil. Never really got to a rolling boil, but it'll be good. I don't mind if the onions have a little crunch or snap to them, so it's all good, man. It's coming along. Guys, raw corn. The farmers, they want to see how their corn tastes, how good it is. They take it off the stalk and they eat it raw. That shit is good. Up in Rhode Island, the native corn is delicious. There were a lot of cornfields on the way to a reservoir where we used to swim. You know, peeing in the drinking water. Yeah. Anyways, we go in there and eat the baby corn, man. Just a handful. But man, it was good. I just thought I'd share that with you. Alright guys, so it's time for the potatoes. I went with less potatoes this time because the potatoes are always the things that are left over. End up with a lot of potatoes, and I like these small ones. There's no cutting involved. So like I said, these onions have been in here for an hour now, you know, and you gotta really time this, man. The sausage is coming along. This right here, that's andouille sausage, kielbasa, sweet potatoes, chorizo, linguiça. Kidding me? This is pork. This is southern sausage, smoked sausage. I'm gonna have to try that. So the potatoes are in there. Next thing is the corn, string beans, and then quick after that is going to be the shrimp. Just want to make sure that the sweet potatoes and the onions are done before I do that. So it's really looking good. This broth is getting some fat in it from the sausage. This shit is just jamming, guys. Easy to make, pretty inexpensive. You can feed a boatload of people, and make it. Hey guys, so I've got 3 crosses here for this woman, her husband, and her brother. Johnny's over there. He's got his cook going, man. I got that pot steaming. The whole house smells good. Got a few more items to put in there, and this baby's gonna be done. Johnny's gonna be eating, and I'm hoping my girlfriend shows up. she has a way of just popping in. She'll probably Uber over here, and I hope so. You know, I mean, that's why I'm making this. Really, I was making it for her, but I had so much. I should have bought more shrimp though, because I'd like to give my neighbors more shrimp. But you know, my random act of kindness can only go so far when it comes to shrimp, guys. Alright guys, this is a rolling boil. You can see the onions. They're getting cooked. They haven't totally fallen apart yet, and I don't want that to happen, to be honest with you. I want a little crunch in them. I don't want them to be overcooked. So at this point, Johnny's going to put the corn in, because if I don't, I'm going to continue to eat the shit raw. I've already eaten a whole ear of corn raw. Now this should lower the temperature a lot. I'm gonna take some of this juice out. Maybe not. I think I may have made exactly enough broth, man. Alright, so as the cook, I need to, you see this? That's kielbasa. And as the cook, I need to make sure everything's up to snuff. Good. Get that lid back on there. And let's let me check this out. Let me check it out. Scooby-Doo, baby. Scooby-Doo. So this is kielbasa. Oh. Wow. That's jamming, guys. It's very good, but in my opinion, not the best sausage that's in there. The andouille is really ass-kicking. The chorizo, I gotta go with the chorizo first, then the andouille. The hot smoked southern sausage is nice too. Man, it's just all delicious, and this is delicious. It's got a lot of competition though. So what I gotta do, as soon as I get all of this stuff in, I need to wash this tray off, put it on the table, and dump this food out into it, man. And you'll see, it's nice. All right, guys, it's green bean time. Wow. Shrimp's going in now. Alright, like I said, now I just need to wash this pan, let this stuff cook. Oh, less than 5 minutes. It's 1:27. I'm going to turn it off at 130. Let that shrimp cook, and that's it. Alright guys, the green beans are nice and green, the shrimp's looking pretty damn good. I'm going to leave it in for another couple of minutes. And the real thing is you can't, you know, shovel this stuff out of here because you break everything. So the trick is to get this juice out, and I didn't use my pan with the strainer in it. So I gotta dump this juice into another pan and then spill the whole boil into this cookie sheet. And that could prove to be dangerous, so let's see. Maybe I'll just use the ladle. I'll use the ladle, man. Alright. I just need to get this to a point where it's controllable, you know? When I put the one on in my backyard for my neighbors, I think I bought 60 pounds of shrimp. And I asked the guy at Winn-Dixie, I said, hey man, you know, I told him what was going on. I said, can you give me a deal on this stuff? He said, yeah man, I'll give you half off. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. He said, no problem, man. Something. Alright guys, so I'm going to attempt to pour this in here without burning myself. Yeah, I don't want to do that, man. That's dangerous. I don't want to ruin a great video. Me ended up in the emergency room. This is real dangerous, people. I don't recommend you do this with, you know, people you care about around you. Yeah. Probably going to put some of this juice back in here once I get this stuff on the tray, but I really need to pay attention to how much I got here. Alright. So if there's anything we learned, it's how important that internal strainer is. We got a runaway potato. Wow. No, I think the 5-minute rule's in effect. If it's been on the floor for less than 5 minutes, you can still eat it. Guys, looky here. Son of a bitch. Nice snap on the sweets are done. The potatoes are done. Yeah, everything's perfect, man. Let me make them up a dish. I bought a new container for them. Let me get some tongs because this is really hot, man. Fuck. Can't find anything in my house. The grand pooper straightened it all out for me. Alright, so there's 3 people, 2.5. I'm going to give them 1, 2, ears of corn. Giving them, I can only give them like 6 shrimp, man, because I didn't get enough. I'll give them 8. Some onion, a couple pieces of each sausage, that's a potato, some sweet potato. This is that yellow sweet potato. Give them 3 pieces of sweet, some onion, some string beans, and a lot more sausage. I can make up for the shortcoming. Oh, I need to put more potatoes in here. More onion. I think that's gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna put a little andouille in there. Where's the kielbasa? A little bit of chorizo sausage they probably never tasted. Alright guys, that's going to be it, man, for them. This is my random act of kindness for today. I'm going to put some broth in there. I've got a ton of it. That's it, guys. Little care package for my neighbor in need. She's a little feeling down. Hopefully this will brighten her day a little. The thing was buy one, get one free. It's because it doesn't work. It's probably gonna blow. Alright, so got a runaway potato. So I need to make a mad dash down the street, bring them their food, and then come back and eat myself, y'all. Let me see. Alright guys, let me run down there. Alright guys, Johnny Sunshine is ready to dig in. I've got yellow sweet potatoes, regular sweet potatoes, some corn, 2 ears of corn, onions, shrimp, regular new potatoes, andouille chewed sausage. The broth is banging. Wow. I've got some cocktail sauce here I'm gonna throw on this bad boy. For my scrimps. Let's see how these shrimp are. The good thing is this broth, man, I could go buy all this stuff again. And let's see how good this shrimp is. Johnny ain't complaining, guys. Not at all. Don't be afraid to get your fingers dirty, guys. Oh, you should have gloves on. Really? Onion? So I went down and gave the food to this family down the street. And she's got a good sense of humor, has always had a good sense of humor. She was showing me where her hair fell out. And it's funny because it's not like all her hair didn't fall out. So she's got this ring around the bottom of the back of her head. And I told her, I said, well, you know, if the other stuff doesn't grow back, you can tell people you're Benjamin Franklin's sister. Johnny's always quick with a joke. Wow. Fucking hey, guys. It is. Wow. So my mom who brought so many things to our family, you know, because of her curiosity and her reading. You know, she'd hear about something like this, frogmore stew, and she knew all about South Carolina, Beaufort, I think that's South Carolina. So we started having frogmore stew when we moved to Florida. That was the first time we ever had it. And after that, my brother, who has since passed, unfortunately he was only 68 when he died, but it was an annual event at his house in Rhode Island. It was like the mark of, or the end of summer, I don't know when he had it. I never went to his because I just didn't go to Rhode Island much. And it was an annual event, man. Both sides of his family, his in-laws, and then his whole crowd of us, his family. It was a big deal. And unfortunately, I think that has stopped since he passed away. I've done it a few times down here. I did it up in Rhode Island when I was up there for the summer once, after he passed. But he used to buy snow crab claws too. Throw them in there. For me, if I'm going to eat crab, it's going to be Alaskan king crab. The other shit's just way too much work for me. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Guys. This shit is unbelievable, man. These little potatoes, they cook up easy. Wow. The spicy sausage. Is really good, man. It's not hot, you know. All right, guys, I hope some of you guys already know about this. Some may not. Give it a try. This is yellow sweet potato. Wow. Put as many vegetables in it as you want, guys and ladies. All right, that's it, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. A little less swearing. Johnny's putting a good dent in this food. It's been a great day for me. Help my neighbor. Help me. And this is my just reward. Eating. Always going to eat, guys. Always going to eat. Plumbers especially. It's
Because if you gotta eat, you gotta take a dump. Just saying. Have a great rest of your weekend, guys.